Welcome to our webinar. We're so excited to go over the current Live Your Dream Awards application portal system with you today. As a reminder, this is just available in the US and Canada for now. And if you're watching this replay in the future, this is how the portal is operating in the 2023-2024 club year. It may change in the future based on user feedback. I'd like to start by introducing you to our program team from Seroptimist International of the Americas. We have Aisha D. Brown, our Chief Impact and Engagement Officer, myself, Jackie Schrager, the Program Director, Abina Abawage, our Program Coordinator, and our Program Specialist is Sarah Detweiler. The Live Your Dream Awards program has been a fixture of SIA's impact since 1972, so we have over 50 years of investing in women's education through this program. Approximately 41,000 women have received $41 million in funding to help them live their dreams. Investing in women's education not only uplifts them, but also their families and their communities. So what is the application portal system? The application portal is hosted on a platform called SurveyMonkey Apply, and it is a place for applicants to match with clubs and submit their applications digitally. For our clubs, you will be able to see and log in to see all your applications in one place, confirm their eligibility, save your applications, and submit your decisions for each application all in one spot. Clubs also can access pre-written emails to communicate with applicants and request edits to their applications. Every year, between our applicants, club chairs, region chairs, and references, our team of 3 program staff supports approximately 10,000 portal users.
It's also a big plus to receive notification by email that a new application has arrived in your portal. All the applications are in one place, and you have the opportunity to review them and then save them to a folder you create on your personal computer. It's also
Our application portal opens August 1st for applicants, but our club chairs will receive an invitation in July to sign up for your portal account. Each year, we clear all of the accounts and set up new accounts for all club chairs. Please use the email invitation that you've received to create your account and set up a password. Otherwise, you'll be registering as an applicant instead of as a reviewer. Please do make a note of your password. If you forget, you can reset it, but with too many failed login attempts, you will be locked out temporarily from your account. If you have an account from past years, it may tell you that your email account was previously registered, so please log in with your previous password. If you don't remember it, you can just reset it by clicking Reset Password. If your club roster does not list a Live Your Dream Awards club chair, the club president will be defaulted to as the club chair. For confidentiality purposes, only one person per club can access the club's portal account at one time, but we can change your club chair as often as you need us to. To be designated as your club's chair, you can ask your club president to update the roster on our website. You also can email us at lydawards@seroptimist.org to let us know about the new club chair. If you email us, we can make the updates a bit more quickly. Otherwise, we make the updates based on the club rosters about once a week. This is a manual process that we complete during Eastern Time business hours, so we always appreciate your patience if we can't get to it immediately. The first time you log into the portal, you must use the email that you received to sign up for your portal account. If you register for your account any other way, it will sign you up for an applicant account. If this happens, don't worry. Please just go back to that invitation email and join that way. If it still looks like you have an applicant account when you log in, please let us know and we can update it. That invitation email will come from the sender Live Your Dream Awards, and the subject line will be Invitation to join the Live Your Dream Awards application portal. If you do not receive it, please check your spam and junk folders. But if you still don't see it there, please let us know via email. We always recommend adding us to your contacts just in case. Don't forget to log on or register through your account using that green Join Now button in the email. So once you have logged in, you'll be able to see all of your submitted applications. You can return to your review dashboard at any time by clicking Review Dashboard in the top right portion of your page. Please note that most chairs will not see anything for a few weeks because you can only see completed submitted applications, not in progress applications. You can begin reviewing the submitted applications as soon as you have them, but we do not recommend making your club's final decisions until after the November 15th deadline, as your club may receive or be offered additional applications after that deadline. So each application in the portal will move through 3 stages: confidentiality agreement, confirm application eligibility, and indicate your club's decision. It's important to note that you can have different applications at any stage of the process in your portal. A recently submitted application might be under confidentiality agreement, while another application that you've already vetted may be under indicate your club's decision. Each application moves through these stages individually based on how you navigate it through the portal. The stage will only be visible on your dashboard if you have any applications in that stage. So our confidentiality agreement stage is new. This is an important step in order to keep sensitive information about our applicants safe, and we all care very deeply about women's safety. A recent change to our process is that club chairs will no longer have to sign the confidentiality agreement separately before being able to create their account. Instead, all submitted applications will start in your confidentiality agreement stage. So you will click Start for this stage. You will only be able to see their name until you click Yes and agree to keep that application confidential. So click Start next to the applicant's name. If you don't feel you can keep confidentiality for any reason, please let us know and we will reassign the application to a different club. The text here has not changed from last year for the agreement. Click Yes, then mark as complete. And then once again, you will click Yes again to confirm that you are keeping this confidential. Then you will click Return to Assignments to continue. To continue with this specific application, you'll click Review Dashboard and you will find the application waiting in the next stage for you, Confirm Application Eligibility. You'll repeat this process for each submitted application you receive. When you open the application in the Confirm Application Eligibility stage, you will be able to view the full application. So here you will click Start, and then on the next page, you will select an application and click Start next to that woman. To view the application on the next page, you will click on the Application tab on the left side of the screen. You can view the application in this window, or you can click on the Download icon to download a PDF if you prefer to view the application as a PDF file, or you can print the application from there to view the hard copy. This will give you a pop-up box. We recommend you leave all settings the same except for the file name. Changing the file name to applicant name will put the applicant's name in each file title and make it easier to identify which application belongs to which woman. Click that green download button. The screen will take a moment to prepare. And then when it is available for download and you've clicked that green download button, it will start downloading in your browser. From there, you will go to where you can access downloaded files on your computer. You will now be able to open the application as a PDF file, and you can print that if that's your viewing preference. Please note that SIA staff cannot control the formatting of these pages when they download from the portal, and most of these applications are 14 to 15 pages long. If you need to revisit these instructions in the future, you can watch our video called Saving Your Applications on our YouTube playlist at any time. So once you've finished reviewing the application, there are 3 ways that you can mark that application: ineligible, incomplete, or complete and ready for judging. If the application is ineligible, please select Ineligible according to requirements. Please select why the application is ineligible. This is helpful information. Applicants will often reach out to us for more info about why they were ineligible. If this is indicated on the application portal for us, we're better able to assist them if they have questions. You will click Save and Continue. This will send an email to the applicant to notify them why they were not chosen for the Live Your Dream Award. Please don't forget to download and save a copy of the application for best record-keeping practices. All clubs should keep a copy of any applications that they received and reviewed for at least 1 year. It's also helpful if the applicant reaches out again to you in the future. Don't forget, once you click Mark as Complete, you will no longer be able to see this application in your portal, since it was marked as ineligible and will not continue forward in the judging process. Now, if you're not sure if an application is ineligible, please email us for assistance. We know that sometimes people fall into a gray area, and we can help you figure that out. You may come across an application that might appear ineligible at first, but it may just be due to an error.
You also have the opportunity to give applicants a chance to correct or resubmit information that you feel may have been an unintentional error. This is very useful because the applicant may not have fully understood the question when she first completed her application.
Marking an application as incomplete will send the application back to the applicant for her to update. Now, why would you want to mark an application as incomplete? They may have written conflicting information because they made a typo, or their budget may leave you with some questions, like perhaps they didn't list any tuition expenses while being in school full-time, but also didn't list any scholarships or income in that area. That's something you might want to mark it incomplete for. So you would select incomplete. I'd like to follow up with her for more information. Please then write a clarifying note about what information you need and send it back to the applicant. You will click Save and Continue to finish that step. If you mark the application as incomplete, you can write that note to clarify what you need from her and send it to the applicant. We recommend saving the applicant's name and information because once you click Mark as Complete, it will disappear from your dashboard until the applicant resubmits the application. Having her contact info can be helpful in case you would like to follow up with her or remind her to resubmit. It's important to note the application is not lost or gone. It's just not viewable to you anymore because it is open for her to edit. You will also receive an email with this information, but it's helpful to have the whole application. So now we have a quote from Deb Freeman of SI North San Mateo County. If you need to send an application back for further clarification or correction to the applicant, I recommend contacting them directly before you send it back to tell them why you are doing this and what needs to be changed. If you only use the portal to send it back, sometimes the applicant may not check email. This could jeopardize missing the application deadline, and they could feel discouraged and not resubmit their application. So once the applicant has resubmitted their application with the changes you requested, you'll receive an email notifying you that they've resubmitted. You will please log into your portal account. The application will then be in your Confirm Application Eligibility stage. So click View, find their application and click View. Then review their application by clicking on the Application tab to the left. Scroll down after you've reviewed, and you will click Modify Review towards the bottom of your screen once you've made sure that everything is complete and eligible. So you've clicked Modify Review. On the next page, you will click Back, and now you can update your review and either indicate that this application is ineligible according to the requirements, or you can mark it complete and ready to judge, and that will move it forward to the next stage of your process. So once you've clicked complete and ready to judge and you've made that decision that you want to include this in your judging, you will click Save and Continue. You will be given a reminder to save your applications at this stage, and it's important to do so. Click Yes that you've downloaded and then mark as complete. Again, all clubs are required to keep a copy of any applications that your club reviewed, so be sure that you keep that application in your club files for at least 1 year. The application will then move to the Indicate Your Club's Decision stage. An automated email will be sent to the applicant, letting her know that her application was reviewed for completion and eligibility and that it is now ready to be judged. This is where you will indicate whether the applicant will receive an award after you've conducted your judging process. We strongly recommend that you do not indicate any decisions in the portal until after the November 15th deadline for applicants. You may receive applications up to that November 15th date, especially if you've requested updates from an applicant or if other clubs in your region wish to share additional applications. So to indicate your decision, click Start, and then click Start next to the applicant you want to review. When the application is in Indicate Your Club's Decision stage, you'll be able to mark the application as a first place recipient, runner-up, or no award. There are automated emails that correspond with each selection, which you can choose to send to the applicant or not. If you select Yes to send an automated email, you will also receive a copy of that email for your records. So in Indicate Your Club's Decision, you will select Yes or No to the automated email, click Save and Continue. Next, you will click Yes that you've downloaded and saved your application, just another reminder for you. Then click Mark as Complete. Once you complete this step, your region chair will receive a copy of your top applications in the portal so that she can conduct region judging. Remember, it's important to save the applications before this stage, because once you mark this as complete, the application will disappear from your application portal account view. Please complete this step for all applications in your portal so that all these women know their award status and are not left waiting. It's extremely unfair to not tell a woman her award status and can damage your club's local reputation. So remember, every application will move through all three of these stages individually: confidentiality agreement, confirm application eligibility, and indicate your club's decision. So imagine that you were judging paper applications. You would have signed a confidentiality agreement, reviewed each application to be sure it is eligible, hosted all of your judging, notified the applicants about their decisions, and kept a copy of the application in your club files. The portal is just like that process. So the application portal closes for applicants on November 15th. Now what? As a reminder, the application portal is still open to chairs after this date, so you don't need to panic that it closes for you. And the portal does close only to new or unsubmitted applications on November 15th at midnight in your time zone. Clubs can still choose to accept paper or emailed PDF applications and select your own deadline for those. Applicants that have been asked to make updates to their application through the portal will still be able to resubmit after this deadline. It will only be closed to new applications or incomplete and never submitted applications. So what do you do if you don't have any applications in the portal and it's November 16th? First, reach out to your region Live Your Dream Award chair to see if there are other clubs in your region with extra applications that can be shared with you. Once you connect with that club, they can complete a quick form called the Club to Club Sharing Form to request that we move the application into your account. Please note that moving the application in your account is not an automatic process, so our team has to manually move them, so your patience is appreciated with that. If there are no clubs in your area with extra applications to share, please reach out to us at headquarters via email, and we will send you a form to complete called the Request for Additional Non-Local Applications. Each year, we receive hundreds of eligible, complete, and inspiring applications from women who are more than 70 miles from their nearest Seroptimus club, through no fault of their own. We do judge these applications at our headquarters, but with hundreds of applications to judge and only 60 women receiving an award this year at headquarters, they have a much better chance at receiving an award if they're reviewed at the club instead. We are a global organization, and your impact matters so much whether you give an award to a woman down the street or several states away from you. Now, you may be curious, what does the portal look like to an applicant? We have some updated help videos that will be shared in the chat that can take you through that. A common misconception that we would like to clear up is about the applicant club search match process. Women decide to match to a club through the club match process in their application. This is what that process looks like for an applicant. So first, they will enter and validate their email address that's associated with their application. Next, they will enter their zip code. And once they do that, a list of up to 10 clubs will appear in distance order from them, starting with the closest clubs appearing first. They can choose any club on that list to apply to. However, please note SIA does not control the order in which these clubs appear in the list. It is just based on GPS distance from her zip code. You can even tell applicants to enter your club's mailing address zip code to ensure that your club appears first if you're working with some applicants and want to be sure that they match with your club. If a woman tells you she fully submitted her application but it's not appearing in your portal view, please reach out to us because she may have selected the wrong club from that list. That's an easy update we can make on the back end, and it does not mean her application is lost. We have another quote here from Deb Freeman. We have a workshop that we present. In this training, we go through the application process, we review the references they need to submit, and the timeline, recommending that they submit their application at least 2 weeks prior to that cutoff date. We tell them that we'll do initial review of their application and send it back to them if we need clarification or correction. And by submitting 2 weeks prior to the cutoff date, they allow enough time for processing so they don't miss that date. So this sounds like a very obvious next step, but while we're talking about the applicant experience, I want to say please be sure to actually pay your award recipients. I know this sounds very obvious, but I say this because every year we have women who reach out to us at headquarters who either were never told that they were chosen for an award, or who were told but then never heard anything about the money, or who couldn't attend the awards ceremony and no one ever reached out to send her the funds later. I don't need to tell you that this is not the experience we want any woman to have in mind when she hears the word Seroptimist. So let's all work together to make sure it doesn't happen. Be sure that you contact her and confirm her contact information before mailing an award check or any materials. If a woman applies in August, but your club doesn't confirm her mailing address and then sends her a check in February, it could go to an apartment she no longer lives in. And that happened several times last year. If there is any turnover in your club leadership, like your Live Your Dream Award chair, club president, or club treasurer, please be sure that someone knows if recipients haven't been alerted to their award status or haven't been paid yet. And of course, remember that they must be given a cash award directly to the woman, unless she requests that you pay a third party on her behalf. Now, what's next? You just completed the Indicate Your Club's Decision stage on the portal, and you've distributed the award funds to all your recipients. Now you have to report your impact to SIA via the online club reporting form, either by February 1st or February 15th, depending on if your region has district judging. Please note, this is a separate website outside of the application portal. It does not require a special login in order to fill out this form. We had a few club chairs who were confused this past year, as it was our first year using this form and they didn't complete this form. But if you want your club to get credit for all your hard work participating in the Live Your Dream Awards, we need you to complete this club reporting form. Here are some helpful tips for filling out the form. Before you start, make sure you have a copy of your club's top application saved to your computer so you can upload it to the form. The questions on the club reporting form haven't changed very much at all since the transmittal form that we used to use. You don't need to save a draft of this report unless you're planning to return and finish it later. If you're planning on completing the whole report and submitting it, please carry on until you reach the verification and signature stage. Once you've completed this, you will find a Review Answers button at the bottom. Please click on this to review your report and then click Submit at the bottom of the page. Once you click that, you will see a thank you page, and you will receive a confirmation email with a copy of the report that you submitted. When this new form is submitted, we get a copy here at SIA, and a copy is automatically sent to your region chair. Don't hesitate to reach out to us if you have any questions about this process. In the meantime, we will share some great resources in the chat that can help you. Every year, we make some changes based to the application portal and other resources based on user experience, and this year is no different. So whether you're a returning chair or a new chair, this is a great section to pay close attention to. So we've talked about this already, but a recent change to our process is that club chairs no longer have to separately sign the confidentiality agreement before you can create your account. Instead, all submitted complete applications will start in the confidentiality agreement stage. At this stage, you will only be able to see the applicant's name until you agree to keep her information confidential. Once you do so and submit, you can then read her application. You'll repeat this step for each application that you receive. We made this change because many club chairs had a difficult time accessing their accounts in prior years because of the requirement to sign that separate confidentiality agreement first. So it's our hope that this new application stage will streamline things and be helpful. Because of this new stage, we eliminated the previous save a copy of your application stage and combined that with the indicate your club's decision stage, as we reviewed earlier. So for all Live Your Dream Awards applications going forward, including PDF or paper applications, the second reference is now optional, but encouraged. So why did we make this change? On the portal every year, we see many women scrambling to get their second reference completed before the deadline after their original choice didn't respond. While we are still telling women that a second reference can make her application stronger, it is no longer a requirement. If a reference is having a hard time accessing the portal or the applicant indicates she hasn't heard from her reference, please have them email us for assistance. If you've ever served as your Live Your Dream Award Club chair or you've just helped review applications, you know that the budget section can be a confusing portion for our applicants. We used to request that they would list annual expenses and income because many bills or income sources like tuition, car insurance, scholarships, and student loans don't occur on a monthly basis. However, many applicants still listed their expenses and income as monthly anyway. Now on the portal and on the paper application, they will indicate if they are listing annual or monthly for their budget. Applicants also be requested to explain any zeros that they indicate in their budget for expenses. Now, why do they need to explain their zeros? If an applicant simply doesn't have an expense, like she doesn't have a car and walks everywhere, that's easy for her to explain. But we hope that this will also help us catch errors. For example, many applicants will put that they have $0 in food expenses because they're also receiving food assistance like food stamps. So instead, what they should do is list their actual estimated food expenses in the expense section and then list their food assistance amount in their income section. You can request these kinds of updates and ask questions in that confirm application eligibility stage by marking it as incomplete and asking for more information if things aren't making sense when you review it. Another change to the application this year is the removal of the marital status question. We removed this question because a very smart club chair pointed out that this doesn't actually tell us anything about the applicant besides her marital status. It doesn't tell us about her finances or even if she has a supportive partner at home to help with her dependents or financial need. We added some other questions to help clubs obtain the information that they do need. So these are the following. Are you the primary financial provider in your household? Does anyone else living in the household contribute financially? If yes, do they contribute more, less, or the same amount as you? And then what is their relation to you? Now, even after today's webinar, what do you do if you run into trouble on the portal or you just aren't sure what to do next? So first, if you're having trouble on the portal, some basic troubleshooting, make sure your internet connection is working. So try to go to another website and see if that will load. You can also try just refreshing the page. Consider using a different device. If you're logging in on your phone or tablet, sometimes the view can be wonky and it can be difficult to see everything properly, so it might be good to try it on a laptop or a computer. Similarly, you can try a different web browser. Common web browsers include Microsoft Edge, Google Chrome, and Safari. Try using a different browser and see if that helps your experience. Our team personally uses the portal with Google Chrome, and it tends to work great. You can also log out and back into your account to help with any issues, and when in doubt, reboot your device. If you try all these basic troubleshooting strategies and something's still wrong or you're confused at all, please don't panic, just reach out to us for help. We can log in as you and see what you're seeing firsthand and see any steps that you took while you were looking at applications. We also can reverse almost any action that you take within the portal. We can't unsend an email, but we can move applications back through the stages or assign them to different clubs or different chairs. So just ask for help if you need it.
Try not to be intimidated by the technology. It's not difficult to learn, and the online process is certainly convenient. The technology is there to help us all. This includes the applicant, the chair, and SIA. The resources from SIA, coupled with the online process via the portal, provides everything the chair needs to review and process the applications. And your Region Live Your Dream Chair and SIA are available to answer your questions and provide assistance at any step of the process.
We definitely are. To help prepare you for the award season, here's a YouTube playlist with helpful videos and the link to your club toolkit. Please be sure to visit the main Club Live Your Dream Awards site for additional resources. And always feel free to email liveyourdreamawards@seroptimus.org for portal support or any questions about the awards process.
The first year of the portal, I found a couple of problems. However, headquarters was easy to contact and proved very helpful to me. SIA listened to us, and the next year the portal was much easier to use. I watched the videos they provided to help me understand more how to navigate the portal. The first year.
So we'll close this portion before we transition to the interactive part of the evening. And I wanted to share this quote from Linda of SI Klamath Falls, Oregon. I've been a Seroptimist for many years. My journey as a Seroptimist has been truly inspiring. Shortly after I joined, I signed up for the Live Your Dream Awards Committee. The application process continues to be improved, and what a difference the Live Your Dream Awards portal has been for the chair and the applicant. We won't always know whose lives we touched and made better for our having cared, because actions can sometimes have unforeseen ramifications. What's important is that you do care and you act. May we continue to care and act. Thank you, Linda. That was beautiful.